I submitted our family tax return last month and we just got a refund of $18,444 between federal and state. For context, my husband is a W-2 employee, so he has taxes taken out of every paycheck. I am self-employed, so I put aside 30% of all of my earnings into a high yield savings account, but I don't currently make quarterly tax estimated payments because like this situation, the past few years, we have not had to owe anything on our taxes. In fact, we get a pretty large return. Now, that's for a number of reasons. We do itemize our deductions. It just makes sense for us. We have 3 kids. We have a mortgage with a high interest payment and large property taxes. A lot of things go into how you make those decisions for your family, but that is what has worked for us. So I thought I would share a little bit about how we are spending this money to set ourselves up for a financially successful future. So immediately, also in the account where I saved 30% of all of my taxes because I didn't have to pay any of that to the government, I still have that money in my high yield savings account. That's about $7,500, which I am rolling over into my IRA account. So that maxes out my retirement contributions for the year. And from our tax return, we're putting another $7,500 into my husband's account. We also put $500 into our fun and vacation account. I also put $2,000 from that into my Chase business checking account because when you hold a $2,000 minimum balance, you don't get charged any fees for using it. Last week, we also did a family trip to the safari park. It was partly for my birthday, partly because we had the extra funds come in, but we spent a total of $379 for all 5 of us to go to the park and get lunch. That leaves about $8,065 left over, and we haven't fully agreed on how we're spending this money yet, but we have a couple things in mind. One, we want to make an extra house payment to the mortgage to pay that down as quickly as possible. Number 2, we're dreaming up some backyard renovations, like adding in a shed, a jacuzzi, a outdoor kitchen, and some fresh furniture. And of course, we will add whatever is left over to our investment accounts because we are trying to get to a point where we have passive income to cover the entire amount of our mortgage, and we have a long ways to go with that still. If you have any questions about how side hustles or freelance income will work with taxes, you can feel free to leave them in the comments. Everyone's situation is going to be different depending on where you are, your tax bracket, if you have a partner with a W-2 income, but I can do my best to help you out. I am not a tax professional by any means, but I can share what I've learned and give you maybe a jumping off point to do your own research.